In this video, we will record our first macro, but first of all, we want to open file with macros, and we are opening file with macros because security. We can see messages like this. Macros have been disabled, and because I don't want constantly click enable content button, I want to change on the developer tab macro security onto enable VBA macros for all files. Sometimes we can also add trusted location, and it will also helps us with too much notification, too much message from Excel. And today we want to record very simple macro. We want to just write today function in A2 cell. So this cell should be selected before we click record macro command. And when this cell is selected and when we start recording our macro, we just simply write equal sign and today and just control enter, and it's significant we will use this shortcut. So once again, cell is selected and we start writing today function control enter, and that's all we need in our first macro. So let's delete this value and then press record macro command. And first of all, we choose the macro name. We can use the same name as function name we will be using here, but in most cases we shouldn't. But it's simple function, simple macro, we can use this name because it's a macro, not a VBA function, user-defined function. Then we choose if we want to add shortcut for our macro. If this box is empty, it means our macro don't have shortcut. If we write a letter or other sign, we have a shortcut, but this shortcut needs at least control sign to be hold. And in my case, I also hold shift key. So control is by default. So now I'm just holding shift key and press, for example, D for today. For me, it's dziś in Polish. So the function name will be also dziś. So I will remember it as control shift D. And just by pressing backspace or deleting the value in this box, we turn off shortcuts. But I need this shortcut, so hold shift again and press and D. And the next information where we store our macro, in this workbook or in personal macro workbook. We have also possibility to create new workbook, but in most cases it's not so different from this workbook, and personal macro workbook is the most significant difference. So we want to save our macro in personal macro workbook. We could add description, but in most cases the name should be significant enough to tell us what this macro do. So now, because we choose name, shortcut and storage place, we can press OK button. But be careful, because when you click OK button here, the recording starts. So each action you took on worksheet will be recorded. So OK, and now our command record macro changed to stop recording, and the button in the left bottom corner of the status bar also changed, so we don't have to go to developer tab to stop recording our macro. But our macro is really simple, so we write here today and just Control Enter, and it's important we use this shortcut. And now remember to stop recording. When you stop doing anything, you done everything you want to be recorded, stop recording macro, so Excel won't record any unnecessary VBA code. And now, because we add shortcut to our macro, let's use Ctrl+Shift+D here. And we have our today function based on, but we have other formatting, so let's change to date, and now we can see date, and Ctrl+Shift+D. We have see hashtag because our cells columns are too narrow to fit all dates.